All right, we're called Russell Clayton Bay. Did I say it right that time?
You got it right, bro.
Russell Clayton Bay gonna come up and give you some information from the Smith. Oh man, why is it Smith? Black's Law Dictionary. Come on, Russ.
Greetings to the black kings and queens, the empresses, the goddesses all around the world. First of all, I'd like to say this. Everybody should have one of these in their library. You should have one of these. It's like having a Bible, a Quran, or a Torah. It's called the Black Law Dictionary. You can get it from edition 1 through 5. I prefer if you can get it edition number 4, because it got terms in this book that you would never know and never heard that was in there, and the meaning of it. Because you know, the latest books they got here, they take a lot of different terms out the books today that they would have in the older books. The older the book, the better is the book. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Now, inside this book, you know, they were talking about the so-called attorneys, the judges and stuff right here. They got all the name of the law terms and the meaning of inside this book. Now, we was talking about earlier, the main thing about it is talking about indexing, which I broke down indexing meaning international, meaning worldwide. Okay, indexing is basically sovereign. When you get indexed and stuff, you take control of those capital letters that's on your ID, driver's license, and utility bills, because people didn't realize that you are being controlled by the corporation, which that is actually the modern day slave plantation, which they don't want you to know. That's a Masonic secret. So now, when you take control of that straw man, that means you destroy the so-called capitalist system, because they can't work through you with flesh and blood. It's a natural being. They got to work you with a fake entity. Fake entity is like saying it's a twin, it's a dummy. You know, they used to always tell us when we was a kid, well, you know, hey, everybody got a twin. That's what they was talking about with the straw man. Now, we were talking about index, how you can get out this system. We were talking about how index is worldwide. All you need is your birth certificate, the social security card, your ID. And that's the only 3 things that really got a hold on you since the day you was born and since the day to the day you died. So now, you heard about index. You heard about sovereign. Now I'm going to open up this great book, this masterpiece book, where I told everybody you must get. And I'm going to tell you what's the meaning of sovereign. Will you please bear with me? Okay, funny to say, I'm not trying to be rude or anything disrespectful. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, heard of sovereign, but a lot of people really don't really know what the meaning of sovereign really is. So I'm going to give you the meaning of it to you right quick. Sovereign, S-O-V-E-R-E-I-G-N. A person, body, or state in which independent and supreme authority is vested. A chief ruler with supreme power. A king or other ruler with limited power. So sovereign means what? Let's put it together. When you claim your index, okay, you have the highest status, the higher power, authority of any entity in the world. So if you're sovereign, that means what? You is above the mayor, the governor, the local de facto police officer, which they ain't nothing but security guards anyway. They never supposed to have the arrest power. And it's like you turn the tables where you make them work for you and serve for you, to where they have flipped it around and got us working for them. It was always saying, they said, what's the meaning of government? They said government is the people, government is supposed to serve the people. But as you know, as I know very well today, the government is not serving us, we are serving them. You agree, disagree? So when you claim your proper status as a sovereign, you take back the power in which they stole from the people from the very beginning. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I want everybody to listen to this. Whether you're on Facebook, worldwide, I don't care if you're a high authority, whatever, you need to know this, because our people is getting indexed slowly but surely throughout this land, all over the world. Because they are tired of being under bondage. They've been tired of being lied to, like Malcolm X said, bamboozled, hoodwinked, led astray. Now we all waking up and basically doing what? We are unlocking the matrix, which the matrix is all about us, talking about the indigenous people kept in the dark, deaf, dumb, and blind. Okay? Now, I'm going to take you down to sovereignty. Sovereignty is S-O-V-E-R-E-I-G-N-T-Y. This one got the T-Y at the end. The meaning of sovereignty is the supreme, absolute, and uncontrollable power by which any independent state is governed. Supreme political authority. Paramount control of the Constitution and frame of government and its administration. The self-sufficient source of political power from which all specific political powers are derived. So basically, your sovereignty, that means what? You got the highest power. You had the highest power all the time, but while you was uneducated, you know what I'm saying, ignorant means you didn't know, they actually stole your power and tried to have you think that they were sovereignty and that you working beneath them. But actually, when you claim your status, basically it's like this: you take your power back, which they have stolen from you. So basically, when you take your sovereignty back, actually that's nothing, you know what I'm saying, that was left from your ancestors that they didn't want you to know about it. And actually, that's your birthright. So you ain't doing no, you just claiming your own anyway. And the creator's waking everybody, letting you know this is you. All you gotta do is go get it. So now everybody keep talking about, reparations, this, that, blah, 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 blah. Reparations, you break it down, needs to be repaired. But how you gonna get reparations? You're not in your sovereign capacity. How you gonna get reparations? You're not in your status. And y'all still call yourself black, Negro, nigger, Afro-American, African-American, named after a Roman German Afrikaans that defeated our older brother named, what's his name, Hannibal, which he was a Roman. So y'all still, as long as you still under this Roman government, this Greek government, this Roman calendar, you are still under their bondage. You are still under at their foot, and that you are still, as they slave. And this is what they want you. But once you step to your own capacity, once you step your own 45-degree angle, once you rise to power, they lose its power. We rise up, they falls down. So, as I'm saying, with sovereign, just what it is, the highest status, owe it to yourself. Like I say, people got to study. We got to study. Then one thing I want to do, when you come with sovereignty index, it automatically bring brotherhood and sisterhood. This is what they want you to do. I ain't trying to take no religions or nothing like that. You got the so-called Christian religion, that's the #1 religion in America. You know what I'm saying? That the Europeans propose, the Catholic, the Baptist, and all that. They talk about unity, but they don't practice it. Malcolm X said that 50-some years ago. Y'all keep talking about Christianity, the Father, Son, and God. Like at every church on the corner, but here this violence is all on the rise, and nobody not doing nothing. And every congregation don't even know each other. So y'all ain't practicing, y'all just talking about it, but you're not being about it. But then once you become sovereign, okay, you look at your brother as an equal. Not you above him or beneath. You look at your sister as an equal. That brings sister and everybody together. And we'll all come together, you know what I'm saying? Spiritual, harmony. I go like that more, say love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And get it right there. So I hope I said enough to y'all people out there. Kings, queens, empresses, whatever, from 18 on to 90. I hope y'all take what I said under consideration and study very well. And as soon as possible, please get indexed. Please talk to brother Eric Harris and his sister Joanne. They got the paperwork, and they're going to take that long to get indexed, where you be protected by the world government for the rest of your life. And mainly, you know what I'm saying, you'll be happy that you did it. But if you did not do it, you're going to be sorry that you didn't do it. Yep. Peace and love, kings and queens. I'm out.
That was brother Russell Clayton Bank. Russ, that was a good job, bro. All right, bro, that's pretty good. Go ahead and pause this real quick.